you ain't so tough with that bad boy talk.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
Hello friends, how's it going? And welcome on back to the channel, Football Therapy with me. That's right, Yannick, me, your host, Jen. I've said it for years, 5-6 years now. I've been saying that line, or 5 years. Sometimes I just trip over it. How's it going? Are you okay? Welcome back to the channel. I've been making a couple of bits of content on my other channel lately, speaking about the Ballon d'Or, culture wars, controversy, football Yannick, you know, Vinicius Jr. versus Rodri and the fallout and the wars. If you're interested in that, go check it out on Football Yannick. But today we're talking Chelsea, of course. We're playing midweek against Newcastle, round 2, away at their gaff this time. We'll talk a bit about that. But also, Florian Plettenberg, journalist from Sky, speaking about Viktor Gyökeres, how he could be available for very, very cheap, and Chelsea are looking at him. So that, to me, is interesting and exciting, and we're going to reflect on that today, see what he said. Pretty wild stats that he's got already. We can even look at his X value stats a little bit. I know it's not the transfer window, but it's to talk about really, because it's a story coming out. And of course, we will build a lineup for this game against Newcastle. And bro, this is a huge game, because lest we forget, if we win this game, we're into the quarterfinals already of a trophy we should be aiming to win. We haven't won trophies since the Club World Cup. We haven't won a domestic trophy since Conte's FA Cup win. Is that right? 2018? Hot dog, that's too long. So we should do this. We should aim for it. We've got good squad depth. We've got the best squad depth. So, yeah, it's going to be... We've got to really think about when we build this lineup, or I build this lineup. We do it together. I've got to really think about it, because it's a big game, dude. It's important. It's serious. It's serious. Guys, thank you for supporting the content. As always, all you got to do is tap the like button. Hey, do it now. Come on, guys. Give us a like. Subscribe if you want to. Hit the bell if you choose to. Let's get into it. Alright, like I said, Florian Plettenberg says this. New! I've been told, despite the release clause set at 100 million euros, there is an agreement that Viktor Gyökeres can leave Sporting next summer for 60 to 70 million euros. Right. Guys, 60 to 70 million euros. This guy is on flames, and you'll hear in just a moment. 60 million euros, right, currently, is under 50 million pounds. It's 49.9 million pounds. So it's cheaper than Pedro Neto. Obviously, that's a ballpark, 50 to 60 to 70 million euros. That's probably going to be around 50 to 60 million quid. But still...
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk.
That's embarrassing. Babe, I swear that never happens. Sorry for, malfunctioning on the stream deck there, playing the intro again. Babe, I swear that never happens. Anyway, look, regardless, what I'm saying is that is super cheap. Super cheap for an elite striker. Is he an elite striker, Jan? I hear you asking me. Well, Plettenberg goes on to say... A move in the winter is likely not planned. A transfer in the summer is very likely. In England, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea are specifically interested in the 26-year-old. All of the teams informed about the transfer agreement, so Chelsea know about this. 18 goals and 7 assists this season so far. That's insane. That's super insane, man. Top striker. Yes, indeed. Top striker. And we're going to have a quick look at his X value here to give you some context. And look, this isn't me saying I'm down on Nico Jackson. I'm hugely high on Nico Jackson. But hot dog. In fact, should we do a little comparison? I'll just get this prepared while I do this, because Nicholas Jackson's good. He's had a good season. I've been speaking about him recently quite a lot on the channel. He has been developing, and he's been recognized as someone who's developing as well. Like, he's getting better. This is being really slow, so we're not going to do the comparison. But yeah, like you can be interested in this absolute demon and be incredibly high on Nicholas Jackson as well. Again, the whole situation with Christopher Nkunku, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Now look at his heat map. Interestingly, it's slightly on the left as well. And I know Cole Palmer played on the left pocket against Newcastle, but he generally plays over here and Noni plays over here. So we've got a little bit of an overload on the right-hand side as it is. So to have someone like Gyokeres take those positions up, it could be perfect. As you can see, the performance spider chart is off the chain. Interestingly, not many aerials, which for a striker, centre forward isn't great. I could definitely imagine Nico doing more than that. But look at everything else, bro. Amazing recoveries, doesn't matter. Amazing passes, amazing assisting, amazing shooting, amazing carries. So this guy's a ball carrier. He's a dribbler. He is a top boy. Let's look at his stats per 90. Oh my God. Direct goal involvement. Nearly 1.5 per 90 minutes. Minutes per goal involvement, 61. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, so that's an insane return. 4.75 shots per game. That's a big shot volume. I like that, as you guys know. And let's look at his advanced stats. Look, he's an absolute monster. He scores loads for his country. He scores loads for Sporting. Look at this. That's just a blue circle, bro. There's no deficiencies in his polar chart. His expected threat from passes through the roof. His expected threats from carries, we know he's a dribbler. It's maxed out. His expected offensive value added, which is how much he helps attack. It's all maxed out, bro. Expected assists, maxed out. Non-penalty expected goals, maxed out. Through balls received. So these two are through the roof. And everything else is maxed out. He's like the best striker in the world, as Jeremy Clarkson would say. That is incredible. 100th percentile for expected goals and non-penalty. It's insane. His chance creation is really, really strong. Sorry, I can move over slightly so you guys can see. Yeah, like just insane stats, bro. And he's just an immense dribbler, which is really, really interesting as well. Duels, not great. So he's not necessarily going to be this like Didier Drogba striker, but in terms of just a guy, look, he's top of the ranking, mate. Of all similar profile players, he's the best one there is out of them. Again, to reiterate, does this mean I'm saying, oh, Nico Jackson's not good enough? Nico Jackson could finish the Premier League season with 18 Premier League goals and 7 assists. Amazing. And you don't know what, Gyokeres is going to do. I've been very, consistent with my, probably unfair prejudice to this guy who sort of was only recently plucked out of the Championship to go to Portugal. But he's 26 and clearly, the second season of being amazing for club and country. And he's got he's got a celebration where he puts his hands on his face. Yeah, man. I do worry for Nkunku profile-wise if he'll be with us next season. I've spoken about that a few times. But, excuse me, I've just had lunch. Jackson ain't going anywhere. He isn't. And there's plenty of games for Chelsea. We're, touchwood, going to be in Europe again next season. And I think a striker like Gyokeres could be good. The only thing is, I do think, and it does look like Amorim's going to become the Manchester United manager, which would probably be quite exciting for them because he'll put in a back three system, make them just fill the midfield better than what they've been doing. So I hope he's not going to be announced tomorrow and he'll have time with Manchester United before Sunday and he'll implement a team and they'll all be trying to impress the gaffer. That would be frustrating, but the good thing is they've just spent loads of money on Xerxes and Højlund, so I don't think they'll go and drop loads of money on Gyokeres, but I wonder if Amorim could be like, let me bring this guy and we're going to be fine sort of thing. Oh, God, I hope that doesn't happen. It could happen though, but I hope it doesn't. Yes, so, I mean, insane amounts of money. I mean, if it's 49 million quid, I know we're playing on the low part of that estimation, but that would be absolutely chicken. I mean, 60 million would be, freaking yeah, bro. Buy him. Let me know what you think. Let's move on. All right, so we're playing Newcastle away tomorrow. It's exciting. It's in the cup. If we win, we will qualify for the quarterfinals. And it's serious business already. It is. It truly is. All right. Let's build a lineup. Shall we? This is tough, actually. I'll tell you why this is tough, because it's a big game. It's a big, serious game. And with that, I mean, Gyokeres got to be Jorgensen, isn't it? Especially after the wobbly game that Sanchez had out last time out. There will be rotations, but players, he's still got to trust his B team. Badia Shield. Okay. Tosin. Alright? Alright? Left footer, right footer, centre backs. Fam. Gyokeres, he's not really played. He should be good to go, well rested. He's an excellent player. He needs to play, and he represents a good, strong selection in what is an important game. Now, rather frustratingly, both Reece James and Malo Gusto started. It can't be Reece James because he needs a rest. We've heard from Maresca that he can only play once a week. This is going to be, I think, probably Malo Gusto, and maybe he comes off for Disassi with hopefully we're winning. Again, both the CDM positions is tough because, well, I mean, Vega has to be in there. Absolutely has to be, because he's played at CDM. He's a good player. He's a reliable operator, and he's rested. But still tough to finish that second CDM spot. It's going to be either a Dewsbury Hall or a Cassidy. I have a feeling, just for height and presence, I've just got a feeling he might play Cassidy there. This is a little bit... It's Rodri there, Ballon d'Or winner. Why can't I... Where's Cassidy? There's literally no Cassidy. What the hell is this? Oh, he's there. I was spelling it wrong. Thank goodness. Look at that silver CDM partnership. Right. Look, hold on. It's probably going to be Dewsbury Hall. It probably is going to be Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. But because they are a big boy team, we've got Badia Shield's a giant. Tosin's a frigging basketball player. Renato Vega's a tank as well. Especially, Gusto and Gyokeres, they're not going to add much, are they? So, yeah, I think Cassidy. I just feel a feeling. All right. Mudryk, definitely. It's going to start on the left. He's scored a couple of goals against Newcastle before, I think. Now, I did hear on the Chelsea Athletic podcast, straight out of Cobham, they were talking about starting Cole Palmer because it's such a big game and win, but I don't think so. I think you have him on the bench and you bring him on against potentially tired legs. So I do think Felix deserves, he's a good player, Joao Felix. Why can't I? You got to type their first names in first. What? Oh. Yeah, it's because it was a cam position. Joao Felix. Whoa. Yeah, he's still listed as a left winger on the game, which is silly. Strong. Right. Who's going to bloody play at right mid? Yeah. Again, on that podcast, they spoke about Jadon Sancho playing on the right because he did play on the right for so much for Manchester United. And he's rested. But despite all that, I'm going to go with Noni Madueke, and yeah, he could play 60 and then come off for Neto. He needs to do something again, Madueke. It's an opportunity to do that. And of course, Nkunku to start up top. Now, we can expect substitutions here, lots of them, and probably high-profile ones. Neto for either side. Jackson, if we're, not winning, get him on. And again, Palmer, just to utilise him, is such a big game. And, shoring up the midfield, I'm sure... Enzo Fernandez, actually, because didn't start the last game. I just wonder. Yeah, I'm going to change him for Enzo. Because Enzo knows how to play. I mean, yeah, he knows to play with Joao Felix and probably a little bit more like this then. Yeah, very strong, guys. I mean, because the thing to consider is as well, how strong are Newcastle going to go? I mean, they're desperate to win a trophy themselves. They did get to a final with Eddie Howe, didn't they? Was it Man United? Yes. So they probably, because the thing is they need to find form in the Prem, but nothing, I mean, they're at home as well. If they were travelling, I'd wonder if they'd do slightly weaker, but because they're at St James's, they need a win. This could do lots for their confidence and the momentum. I think they will go quite strong, which actually suits us better because they'll be tired and we have a bigger, better squad, and we can bring on, if they are the same players starting largely, even if they start well buoyed by the atmosphere, come like the 70th minute, maybe they're a bit knackered, and then you bring on Jackson and Cole Palmer, against them. That reminds me of the time when we were playing Tottenham in the Cup under Conte, and he had Diego Costa and Eden Hazard on the bench, and he brought them on like when we were like in the ascendancy, and we just absolutely destroyed them. So hopefully that. I don't think we're going to absolutely destroy Newcastle away. I think they're a good team. I think they played pretty well against us as well at Stamford Bridge, and the way you watch Chelsea celebrate that win, I just think there's going to be rotation, and it's so hard to call. I don't think it's going to be... Is like Isak and... Is Isak Gordon going to play? Do you know what I mean? Like... I am going to say the same scoreline, but away, 2-1 to Chelsea. So 1-2, should you say. Obviously massively take it. It'll be another win on the trot. It will be a qualification into a quarter-final, and that would represent success for Maresca against a good team. Newcastle, they deserve credit for that. So let me know what you think. Comment down below on Gyokeres, the match preview and everything. As always, thank you for joining me and hanging out with me. You're welcome to subscribe. Hit the bell. Swore there. Should and hit with the two words mixed together there, which didn't make for good audio. If you subscribe, hit the bell. Mwah, peace.